Hello and welcome to another segment of Couples Drive where married couples share their stories from when they met, courted, got married and beyond. I'm your host Atuboyan. This week my guest is David and Claire. I had so much fun hitching a ride with this couple and I know you're going to have fun watching them too. This is part 1 of my ride with them. Take a look. Mr. and Mrs. Walker. Yes,
Hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm doing good by God's grace. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Amen. So you guys have been married for a year almost?
Almost a year.
Almost
Yep.
a year.
Yeah.
When?
August
Exactly.
19,
August
2017.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost a year.
Okay. So who keeps the date?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. What you mean? What does that mean? Touchdown? I do. I keep the date.
Oh yeah, she does. She keeps the date. She does. Because when you ask us, she's about to answer, but I said it first. But I kind of like sometimes I get confused between 17 and 19. But
Listen,
I
Ben forgot the date, so I gave him a little bit of time to come up with the date, but he didn't. So I said it, and then you remember.
So David,
yes.
let's start with you.
Oh, that's amen.
It's always ladies first, but this time let's take it.
It's always good to start with the truth,
Yeah.
right?
Well, let's get it on the side of the truth. How is marriage, in your opinion? First year of marriage, how is it like?
You want the honest?
Exactly. The exact truth.
Nah, it's wonderful. It's great.
Okay.
I love it. Honestly, I should have done it before, earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. You should have been there earlier. Where were you?
In Massachusetts.
What makes it great and wonderful?
It's like being with your best friend every day.
Okay.
You know, like Claire and I, we've known each other almost 5 years.
Yeah, almost going on 6, really.
Yeah, the time we got married, we knew each other for about 5 years,
Yeah.
and like I just go well. She goes so well with me. You know, like
How
we
do
get
you
along.
mean she goes so well with you?
Like me, if everybody knows me, like I'm a very I joke around a lot. I like to make people laugh, you know. And she's right there with me. You could say she's even crazier than me, you know.
She's even more crazier than you.
Yeah. Like anything I do, she's
my
just
gosh.
right there, you know. If I'm like walking and then I just start like chanting or she's right there beside me doing the same thing, right along, you know, acting a clown with me, you know. Another thing is that I could talk to her about anything.
Okay.
Anything, and like that's what we do. Like we always converse. Like we just talk about everything, you know. And then another thing is that we can't stay mad at each other. Like if we get into like an argument, like honestly, the day doesn't go by without us, you know, taking care of it or resolving the issue. And even most time, not even 30 minutes go by before we resolve the issue. You know, but I do credit her more, because me, if I get like upset or something, I tend to be quiet, and then I wait until the feeling goes away before I come out and talk. But my wife, she wants to resolve it right then and there, so she will force me to talk whether I like it or not, and then you know the situation gets resolved.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I like her a lot, you know. And she can cook, like that's obvious. Look at me, I'm just basking in all her cooking ambiance right now, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
We thank God for
She
that.
cooks your kind of food.
My kind of food. Oh man, she cooks every kind of food. And yeah, that was number one. If she didn't have that, I don't think we'll be riding together in your vehicle right now.
Claire, what about you? Marriage after a year.
Marriage is good. Marriage is good, honestly. Like he said it all. Like honestly, he's somebody I debate with like every time, all the time. Whenever we find ourselves a topic, we're always debating on it. And like It's like I always win, but he tries to, make it extra like he won. But ladies, he always wins.
I'm a gentleman, okay?
But he's like a jokester. He has a great sense of humor. And like every day is just like, honestly, it's a new day. Literally, like we don't live the same day the same. We don't live like the new day the same. Like the same, like going to work, coming back. Right. It's always different. So it's like awesome to kind of have that humor in there and how it's different every day, which is awesome. It's just like it's just nice to have a companion there with you. Like you don't feel lonely. You can always rely on one another, and that's what I really like about marriage. You're not alone. He's like the financial advisor too in the family. You know what I mean? So.
Or he determines what you buy and what you don't buy.
Yeah, because I like shopping. I love shopping.
Okay. But she know what she's doing because she gave me control of the money because she know I can't say no to her. So.
No, but it's just like, honestly because when I was single, like I can spend my money anyhow. Like you don't have anything to think about, nobody to think about. Right. Bills, paying the rent, nothing. So like when he kind of stepped into the picture as a married couple, we have to like do this, do that. We got health insurance together, everything, like the whole financial part of it. He's pretty good at organizing. So that's why I handed it over to him because if it was me, honestly, I'd rather buy clothes before paying my phone bill. So it's nice to have somebody who's really serious in the money part because I know I'm not serious, so it kind of balances out.
So let's get back to my favorite question. How did you guys meet?
Wow.
This was like
2012. We met before we met, as in
you met before. How does that work?
That's true. No, that's true.
I will start from the very beginning, from what she told me. All right.
From what?
We officially crossed paths and interacted with each other July of 2012. Yeah. But a year prior to meeting.
Wait. What do you mean? What she told you? You don't remember?
No. That way I know. That's where my story begins. That's where I met her. Okay. But she, a year prior to meeting, she said that she had seen me during conventions and everything, and she saw me on Facebook, and she asked to be my friend. So she knew of me a year before I knew of her. Okay. So that's what I mean that we met before we met because she knew of me. So she's like, yeah, she seen me around. She saw that I was very active in church. I was a very nice guy and everything like that. So she just asked me to be my friend on Facebook. And then she always saw that on Facebook. I kept on like posting like godly quotes and things like that. So she was like, oh, I'm a very you seem like a very spiritual man who's very close to God and takes his Christianity seriously. So she was like, she would like to be my friend, but we didn't really officially met. So she said she never really hit me up or anything like that because she thought it would be strange to like hit anybody up just on social media like that. So I was like, all right. So then we officially met. My part of the story where my story officially started is July 2012. It was Officers Retreat. I believe, I don't know if Chairman was there or not.
At your church?
Yeah, at Leominster.
Yeah,
here at Leominster. Yeah. So they made an announcement that they need help in the kitchen. That's when my sister got up to go to the kitchen to help. And at the time I was there, and they were speaking Tree, even though I'm like African, Ghanaian, I'm half Ghanaian, half Antiguan. So unfortunately, I don't know my mother tongue. So during the Officers Retreat, they were just speaking Tree. Hopefully, I said that right. I know a lot of people say I don't even pronounce the name of the language correctly. So they were speaking Tree. So I didn't most of the stuff I didn't understand. So when my sister got up to go and help in the kitchen, I was like, all right, let me just go with her too to help and maybe get something on the side too. I was kind of hungry. So we went to the kitchen, and when we went to the kitchen, my sister, it was mostly some of the aunties and other Christian sisters over there doing what they had to do. So I asked around if they needed any help. And it was like, oh, they'll just let me know. So I went to go sit down at the door. And then that's when I saw Claire walk by across the room. So the first time I saw her, I was like, wow, this girl is beautiful. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this girl is beautiful. And then in my head, I was like, man, she must have a boyfriend or something.
Okay.
That was my perception. And then, you know, me, I'm not the type of person to go up to somebody and just, you know, talk to them like that. A lot of people don't know, but I'm very shy, you know? And so I decided, I was like, wow, she's very beautiful. So I saw her walk across and everything. And I was just like, kind of, so the whole time she walked across, the whole time she was doing whatever she was doing, my eye was kind of on her. Like, everywhere my eye would be like levitating to where she was looking and everything. So then it came to a point where one time all the girls went to go sit down and talk. My sister, Claire, Claire's maid of honor, Abby, you know, and one of our other friends named Sheila. So they went to go sit down at the table, and then I saw that. So I was like, oh, you know, in my head I was like, okay, maybe this could be my opportunity. I could just go, you know, and then start a conversation with everybody. So then I went there, and Claire was sitting there. So honestly, my intent was to speak to Claire. I just used everybody else as a means to do that. So I went and I sat down there by my sister. So we was all talking, and you know me, like I like to tell jokes. So I was joking with everybody one by one, except for my sister Abby, because she would destroy me. So I was joking on them. So when I got to Claire, you know, just talking, I started joking on her, and I saw that she took my jokes very well. You know, I said one joke. She took it very well. I laughed. So I kept on saying more jokes. And then, you know, we started talking. And after a while, one of the aunties called her over. Okay. So she left the table. So I was like, dang, man. Of all people, why her? You know, my sister's right here. The other two girls are right here. Why are you calling Claire? And it was like about maybe 5-10 minutes to when I first got there to talk to them. So I was like, oh, man. So the auntie asked her to move a table. To pick up a table. So then Claire came back to me. Came back to the table and she tapped me on the shoulder. So I turned around. I was like, oh, you're back, I see. You know, you can't get that. You can't stay away from me. And she said, oh, I need help moving this table. So we went to go to the table and we picked up the table. I was like, wow, this table is very light. She's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be that light. I was like, yeah, right. You knew it was light. You just wanted a chance. You just wanted a chance to get me alone to talk to me. So she started laughing.
Oh, you told her that?
I told her that. Yeah. I told her that. So then she was like, no, it was heavy. I didn't know. I was like, come on, Claire, you go to this church. I'm pretty sure you move these tables once in a while. Wow. You know? So after that, we set up, and then I don't know what happened after that, but we went our separate ways. And later on, she had to go to work, so she left early. So she just came and said bye and went. So that was that day. So I didn't know. I didn't get her number. I didn't get her name. You know, I just knew that she was there. I was like, so in my head, I was like, yo, I should have got her number, but I'm not like that. I was like, you know, if it's God's will, you know, we'll meet again sometime and we'll be friends. So then, I think, was it 2 weeks after that day, I got this message, like an email message on Facebook. So, or the message, you know how back in those days when the message comes up, it shows like the small thumbnail of the person and what they wrote. So her thumbnail was small, so I couldn't see the picture. But I know she was like, oh, I didn't know that we were actually friends. You know, so I didn't know who it was. So it took me a while to open it. I was like, oh, man, I hope it's this girl. I hope it wasn't anybody else.
Wait, Claire said she didn't know you guys were friends?
On Facebook.
Wait, but she said she...
Exactly. That's what we're going to get to that.
I see where this is going. All right. Okay.
So,
all right, let's go. Let's keep going.
So we'll get... So she was like, oh, I didn't know we were friends on Facebook. So it took me a while to open it up. I was like, yo, who's this person? Like, I don't know who it is. I tried to look at the thumbnail. I didn't want to click it to make her know that I saw it and not reply back. So I opened it up, and before I replied back, I looked at her picture, and I saw it was clear. I was like, oh, wow. God, you're good. So I hit back, oh, yeah, wow, it's strange. I didn't know we were friends on Facebook either. So then it continued. So then we talked for, like, I think a day or two on Facebook. And then that's when I asked her for her number. Okay. Through Facebook, and then, you know, I got her number, and then we started talking from there. So that's my side story. And as to what you said, I never knew that we were until when? I think a year before.
So actually, I mean, from what you're saying, Claire seems to have figured all this thing out already. Like, you know, she had her eyes on you already, David.
Yeah, I didn't know, because even that day I saw her the first time. honestly, my eyes were always looking at her. I never saw her look my direction. Never ever saw her look my direction.
But
then,
she was plotting.
yeah, but then but after we started talking, she told me, like, after, you know, we started courting and everything, she's like, oh, even that day, she kept on looking at me. I was like, how? My eyes were always on you.
And I never saw your eyes on me either.
So I was like, when were you looking at me? Because I definitely had my eyes on you the whole time. So when she's like, no, I was looking at her, I kept on standing in your direction. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know?
Claire, so, I mean, I believe everything David has said is true. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is. It
Okay.
is. It's actually, it's pretty
It's
good.
all true.
It's
Okay.
pretty good.
It's
It's
So,
pretty good.
so now that leads me to my next question. Did you plan all this out?
Not necessarily, like, me and my friend Abby, one of my closest friends, like, I used to always tell her, like, oh, yeah, you know, I see somebody at church and I like them, but I always thought he had a girlfriend. So I never really, like, made that approach.
Oh, wait.
At,
She
like,
thought my
convention.
sister, she thought
Yeah,
Abigail
I
was my
thought-
girlfriend because I'm always with Abigail. So she thought that
Yeah.
Abigail was my girlfriend or somebody I'm talking to.
Yeah, so I thought that they were, like, boyfriend and girlfriend, not knowing that they were sister and brother.
What made you want to be with David?
His character. Like, I've seen him around, like he said before, very God-fearing man, like, very spiritual, very involved in church, actually. Like, he helps out a lot. Like, this man, like, somebody needs a ride, he's there. Someone's doing this, he's there. Like, always driving, too. Like, I mean, this guy, he has a lot of miles on his car. But even before that, I'm pretty sure he had a lot more. But, like, that's what really got me interested, because I was the kind of person, like, my mom would always take me to the church. We'd clean the church when pastors are coming and do a lot of those things. So when I saw that he was also involved like me, I was like, wow, like, I love that. That's what I love about him the most. But he's also God-fearing, too, and he knows the word, you know, so sometimes when I'm lost, he knows how to, like...
But how do you know he's God-fearing? Because a lot of people may pretend to be godly or, you know, go to church every Sunday, but not necessarily, you know, be classified as God-fearing, you know.
I don't, like, honestly, I don't know how many people would really go out of their way to go and help out their church if they're not. Like, that's just the way I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
You know? And also with prayer, too, like, you know, reveal, like, you know, just praying, like, God, reveal him to me, because I don't know if he's this or that, but this is what I see.
Okay.
So if indeed this is him, and I think he is what he is, then it shall be. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's just kind of how everything was put together, and this is where we're here.
David.
Yes.
But what have you found about Claire after marriage that you did not know before marriage?
Oh boy, it's something. It's like a. It's something. What I found out that about Claire that I didn't know before, that I love, and sometimes get annoyed also, is, you know, before we were married and we were courting, you know, Claire kept like this distance, which is good. You know, like, if you're courting, you're not married, and you're like talking to somebody, or you're like in a relationship with them, like, even though you like each other and you want to be close, there's some distance that you need to maintain in order to make sure that, you know, you don't fall into, especially for us Christians, in like sexual sin, you know. So, like, me, I'm the type of person that's I'm like a romantic. I like to like hold hands, you know, like put my hand around the person I'm courting or talking to and everything like that, you know. But I would never let it progress to something sexual. You know, it was just like the intimacy and the closeness. You know, so like, while we were like courting, like, I was kind of like, every time we hung out, like, I would like to hold her hands, or, you know, put my hand around her shoulders, or, you know, and then she would like, oh no, she would like kind of like, she'll go with it a little bit and she'll kind of back off and go with it, kind of back off, which is good, you know, because sometimes if you're not careful, if you really like somebody too and you really have a connection, even, you know, the just holding hands can lead to something so much more.
Right.
So, you know, she kept that kind of distance. So, but after we got married, I don't know where that distance went. Smacked together, like 24/7, never let me go, always around me. So I really never knew it was gonna be like this. So.
No, so I was gonna keep my distance.
I didn't know it was gonna be that close. Like when they say one body, it feels like we're one body because we're always together. She's always around me.
Isn't that good?
Let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I love, and that's what gets annoying because sometimes it's like you just need a space a little bit. And it's funny because we had like a marriage seminar or something in our church last time, right? And then now that we're married, we went to the married section. And one auntie was talking, and she was like, "Oh, you know, if your spouse ever tells you that they need space, that's when you make sure you don't give them any space." So Claire was sitting behind because she was watching the kids. So when she said that, I turned around to look at my wife, and she was just looking at me like,
"You
like it's over."
Right.
So, she was like, and afterwards she's like, "You heard, David? That's exactly why I don't give you space."
But I mean, does it get annoying to you sometimes?
Oh, no, it gets annoying. I have to be real. It gets annoying, but I love it too. So it's like, even though when she annoys me, and then I'll be like, "Oh," and I try to play around, and then she stops. I'm like, "Oh, where you going?" You know, I was like,
But do you guys kind of fight sometimes?
"Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ray, what causes those kind of fighting moments or disagreement?
Like
What brings those moments about?
like financially, you know what I mean? Like, Claire, you can't get this, and I'll get like really upset.
Yeah.
You know?
She's like, "Why can't I get it?"
I
We
get
have the extra money and everything. I'm like,
upset. I'm like, no, Claire, you know, this and that. And they would try to talk to me, but I'm like, I'm not hearing it. So financially, yeah, like sometimes.
But even though she's not hearing it, she's actually hearing it because she's just mad that I'm saying it. She knows that it's true, and she doesn't want to hear it. But afterwards, like after everything is calmed down, and then you know I come and say yes, she can get it. She gets happy. She's like, "No, David, no, you're right. I don't want it no more." You know, just because you know actually what you're saying is right.
Yeah.
And everything.
And like sometimes, like if he puts his shoe, I like to keep like I'm a very organized person. I like to keep, you know, shoes and like how it's supposed to be is how it's supposed to be organized. And he comes in, shoes is over here.
Okay.
And I get so upset. I'm like, dude, why did you put the shoe over here? You know, and then he's like, but does it matter? Because I'm gonna wear the shoe again. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we get into like this big argument on how he's so like disorganized and I'm organized.
Wait.
Is it really?
I'm not disorganized, Claire. Okay.
He likes to throw his clothes anywhere.
I'm not organized to your specifications. I'm organized to my specifications. Like I know where I put my stuff.
Yeah, he knows where it is, right? But it's like on the floor somewhere next to the closet. Okay. That's where he knows it is, but it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, because we have a shoe rack that she wants me to put it in, and I'm just like, okay, but it's a lot of work taking it off, especially if it's a second row.
Oh
it's a lot of work. So why expend so much energy if it's right there, out of everybody's way?
See, this is why sometimes I get upset. But we do fight, but it's not like all the time. We have like understanding, so.
David.
Yes, sir.
What brings Claire alive?
What brings Claire alive?
Yeah, what makes her tickle? What gets her very happy and excited? Do you know?
Annoying me.
Oh my gosh.
Annoying you?
Annoying me. Like she likes to. She does it on purpose too. It's a funny thing. Like I laugh also, but it just brings a lot of joy to her. I'll be begging her to just leave me alone.
What is one advice that David's mother gave you, Claire, when you guys got together, that you remember up until this point? Or both parents? Anything that they've shared with you concerning marriage that you think or has been very helpful to you?
Oh yeah, being very patient.
With him, right?
Yeah, being patient.
In general or with him?
And with him.
Okay.
With him.
Wow.
Yeah.
What mom said?
Yeah. Patient.
All right, I'm gonna call my mom. She's trying to say that.
And
it's a lot of work, huh?
I feel like it's been so long ago. Like.
Was that the very beginning of you guys getting together, or?
Like when we were getting married, like our traditional.
Okay.
And that week, and even when we see each other, she's always giving me advice like, take care of him, make sure he doesn't eat too much, you know, because he'll get big.
And that's
And I actually always remember that, like, Claire, make sure it doesn't get big.
No, it's just that you
That's
see,
what I remember.
the thing with Claire is that, you know, she's just so intent on making me happy that even with that respect too, there's a lot of things I ask her for she can't say no to. Especially if I'm hungry and I'm like, oh, you know, honey, can you make this for me? She'll be like, David, come on, we gotta be please. She'll be like, okay. just to make me happy. But right now she put her foot down and salad is my destiny.
Oh my gosh. I can't. No.
Claire, how do you balance your marriage with work and other relationships, such as your family relationship and your friends? How do you balance it?
To be honest, when I first started, I'm very bad at it because I'm a nurse.
Hey, welcome back. That was part 1 of my ride with Claire and David, and as usual, I hope you learned and had fun watching it. I'll see you next time with part 2 of my ride with Claire and David. Until then, let's keep love alive. Bye.